Hey everybody, it's Andreas Hale of Yahoo Sports, Champions Fight, numerous other websites, the so-called boxing MMA expert, here to discuss Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn this weekend. It's an interesting fight. Pacquiao coming back once again after facing Jesse Vargas is facing Jeff Horn in Australia, a little-known fighter, but he's undefeated. So there's a lot of interest here because it's on ESPN. It's going to be the first time Manny Pacquiao is fighting on ESPN. And people still want to see what Pacquiao has to offer. Now, obviously, this is not the same Pacquiao who was running through divisions several years ago, knocking out the likes of Miguel Cotto and Ricky Hatton. Instead, this is an older, more mature version of Manny Pacquiao, who a lot of people say is just kind of on a world retirement tour and collecting checks along the way. While that may be true, facing Jeff Horn is still a task for Manny Pacquiao. He is a senator now. He has a lot of other duties that take away from actual training in boxing. But for this particular fight, we're looking at a guy that, like I said, people don't know, who may be undefeated. He's a former Olympian. Jeff Horn, his last fight, he beat Ali Fanica, who some people may know is a decent fighter. But this is Manny Pacquiao we're talking about. So let's just get to it. Pacquiao is coming into this fight on a lot of places a pretty significant favorite. You can find him around plus 450 with Jeff Horn at around you can find Pacquiao at a minus 525 with Jeff Horn at a plus 450. Does this mean you should bet Jeff Horn? Absolutely not. The tough part about this is you never really seen Jeff Horn, so you don't know what you're going to get, but I'm going to tell you what he is. He's a solid fighter, but he lacks speed. He's not very strong despite having multiple knockouts in his past few fights. And he hasn't been battle tested. Manny Pacquiao is a guy who's been around for a long time, has faced the best of the best. Granted, he got ran over by Floyd Mayweather, but who hasn't lost to Floyd Mayweather? The knockout to Juan Manuel Marquez, the controversial loss to Timothy Bradley. But for the most part, Pacquiao's looked very sharp. Against Jesse Vargas, who I would say is better than Jeff Horn, Pacquiao took him the distance and made it look very easy. The same thing could happen here. Now, there is a line that a lot of people think that Pacquiao may be going for the knockout. But at this point in Manny Pacquiao's career, he's not knocking people out anymore. He hasn't scored a knockout since Miguel Cotto. That is over almost 7 years ago. I don't think he's going to get one against Jeff Horn, although I don't think it's not going to be for lack of trying. He's not the same whirlwind powerhouse that he once was, and Jeff Horn does seem to have a decent chin. So what should you say? What should you bet here? The distance of Manny Pacquiao right now, if you take a look at some of these lines, Pacquiao by decision in some of the Vegas sports books are at plus 119. I know you can find it at 5 dimes at around the same price in Bovada. But there is this under 9.5 rounds, you can find it at about a plus 165, which is kind of interesting. That means that a lot of people don't see this thing going the distance, or do see this thing going the distance. And I'm one of those people. But is it worth a shot? Sure, why not? Taking Pacquiao for the win is the easy thing to do here. Taking Jeff Horn would be a big surprise for anybody because you're just kind of throwing your money in the wind. You might as well bet on Conor McGregor beating Floyd Mayweather, and that's not going to happen either. Again, Manny Pacquiao's taking a lot of safe fights for this little bit of his world tour where he's going to go to different places. This is what it seems like he's going to do. Can't confirm or deny either way, but it seems like he's going to go into other people's territories in big arenas, make a lot of money beating up their home countrymen. And Jeff Horn's the first one. So what you should do is bet on Manny Pacquiao. Bet this fight going the distance. Give it a shot. If you're looking at it at a plus 119 for Pacquiao winning by decision, plus 120, something like that, you might as well take it. He's probably going to do that. Jeff Horn doesn't stand much of a chance. The guy's a decent fighter, but he's here to collect a check. So is Manny Pacquiao. Granted, the bottom line is Manny Pacquiao's the better fighter. So take Pacquiao, take the fight going the distance. You can take a shot at the knockout, but by no means don't waste your money betting on Jeff Horn. Just don't do it. Otherwise, stay at home, watch the fight on ESPN for free, and enjoy yourself and save your money. That's the best way to go. And we're out of here.